Wells County had 7 inches of rain, causing a massive flood, but the water was so powerful that it washed away a 15-foot section in the road. Now crew members are left picking up the pieces. Baby, it is cold outside and I wish I was lying. I'm going to show you how deep the snow is right here. The snow is about 13 to 14 inches, just a little over a foot, and this is just at this location. Believe it or not, first responders are more likely to die by suicide than in line of duty. Just last year, 167 officers died by using their own guns. Tibelius won't be harvesting much this year. With all the snow and mud, it's going to set them back at least $50,000 to $100,000 in operating costs. The partying went beyond the bar and spilled in the streets. Some say there was even damage to the town, ending in a riot. That's when the National Guard came and everything changed. Because of the flood, the Johnson family lost a lot of sheep, but those that survived gave birth to baby lambs. Making this an Easter, the Johnson family will never forget. Bed bugs can hide anywhere, in carpet, furniture, and even mattresses. And they can hide along the seams and inside of the box springs. How would you feel if you looked at a ballot and majority, if not all of the names on there were women? It's a question many people don't think about because there's not a lot of women in office. That's amazing, Chad and Lauren. If the music doesn't get you up and moving, I don't know what will. I'm joined here by the Wishick Public School and their band director, Janet Wolf. This is more than just a little dispute. The owners are taking this personally, so they decided to sue the city of Mandan in federal court to not only protect their mural, but also their freedom of speech. Now, it all started in August when the owners decided to brighten up the place a little bit. In a little over an hour, this stadium is going to be filled with nearly 2,000 fans waiting to see the Larks. I'm joined here by John, the general manager. John, what can people expect for tonight? A 19-year-old man accused of threatening to shoot up a school has been charged with terrorizing. Bailey Bauer was charged in McLean County Court for a weekend threat he made on social media against Washburn Public School. Authorities still don't know what caused a fire at the Sunset Bluff Apartments in Mandan, but investigators spent all day Monday investigating the area, trying to figure out where the blaze began. The unthinkable happened at this gun show.
Something that shouldn't happen. This shouldn't have happened today. Someone could have got hurt.
Someone discharged a gun in the air. It happened around 10 this morning as the show was going on. And local dealer Richard Veach says it was just careless and could have been avoided.
You can't be too careful because shells can get stuck in a semi-automatic weapon and you think it's empty and the gun is always loaded. You figure it's always loaded, so you always check it.
He's been a vendor for 20 years at the Bismarck Gun Show. And like many others, they come here to sell their prized possessions. And whether you are a dealer or a collector, it's your responsibility that all guns are zip-tied, secured, and unloaded. But at least one gun wasn't zip-tied or unloaded this morning. Show officials say it was an accident. They're not sure whether it was a vendor or customer who set it off. They say it slipped by them. Now, they wouldn't speak to us on camera, but they left a statement. Safety is our #1 concern, and we place a great emphasis on that. Firearms have been discharged 3 times in 50 years of the show. Thankfully, no one was hurt, but the vendor nearest to the incident was asked to leave and not return. As for Richard, he'll be back to participate in next year's show, but now he knows what to look out for. Reporting in Bismarck, Sonji Milburn, KX News. How far is too far when it comes to Halloween decorations?
I think they're pretty cool. They're definitely in the spirit. If you don't like it, don't drive on the street. It's for a month. I mean, really, what's the big deal?
The big deal is that this homeowner is being judged for decorating the property with toy dolls covered in blood. Although the baby dolls are not real, a lot of people don't like the idea of such graphic images relating to a child or a child's toy. The homeowner wouldn't speak on camera but left this statement. Halloween is meant to be scary. There was no symbolism intended by hanging dolls. The idea is from the island of the dolls. But is it really legal to do this?
As long as they are not impeding the right-of-way, so we can get from the street to the sidewalk, they can decorate in whatever manner they want. Government just can't regulate based on content because of the First Amendment. We can't say whether something is right or wrong or offensive or not offensive as government.
And it's only a violation if signs or objects are in the ground or blocking the city's right-of-way. Along with a statement, the homeowner isn't done decorating the property and has more in store. So you're at your own risk to visit the property on Halloween. Reporting in Bismarck, Sonji Milburn, KX News.
I remember my parents paid for this, and I don't remember.
This ring brought two strangers together.
It was like, you can't make this stuff up. I thought I'd never see the ring again. And then he had pictures that showed it was just packed with dirt.
64-year-old Rick Collin lost his 1973 Potomac High School class ring he got in Maryland.
I was editor of the high school paper, have a lot of good memories, a lot of friends. The ring, I can remember getting it. It was a big deal.
Also a big deal, losing it after moving to Bismarck.
She asked me one day, Dad, can I wear your ring? And I thought about it because, it was my high school ring, but I also thought, you know what? Otherwise, it's just sitting on my desk.
Collin's daughter brought it to Bismarck High School and lost it and never thought he would see it again. 12 years later, Collin would meet Jason Barker and his metal detector. Barker just happened to be searching around Bismarck High School, and little did he know in this exact spot, he would find the ring.
Once I see that it's a class ring and from 73 in Potomac High, of course my mind was racing, but I knew instantly to reach out and try to find the owner.
Within a few days, he reached out to the person in charge of the alumni Facebook page.
I get a couple of text messages from a couple of old high school classmates, and they're telling me that it looks like your high school ring has been found.
One thing led to another, and Collin was reunited with his ring. He also made a new friend. Reporting in Bismarck, Sonji Milburn, KX News.